Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T29. It's a Tier 7 American heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay and it's under the command of SlyMeerkat. Now he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of his gun, and I'm hoping that that's the top gun, the 105mm, is it? Yes it is. 320 alpha, 198mm of penetration with standard rounds, and with premium rounds you'll go up to 245mm. Game on. Now T29 is rightly considered as probably the very best Tier 7 heavy tank, even better than the Tiger 1, and with good reason. There's 279mm of armour at the front of that turret, 127 at the sides and 102 at the rear, and on the front of the hull it's 102mm, 76 at the sides and 51 at the rear. So it's got a lot of armour, this tank, and it was actually designed and built based on the T29E3 Pershing as a counter to the Tiger IIs that the Americans encountered in 1944. They started working it in 1944, and the first one was sent to Aberdeen Proving Ground in 1945. Too late to actually see any action in the war, but they actually ordered another 7 to go with the one that they had, so they had 8 in total, and it was considered a test bed for the American heavy tanks. They made a variety of versions. One, which was the T30, had a 155mm gun. Nice shot on the T28, VK28 rather, 01. Yeah, the T30 had a 155mm gun, and the T34 had a 120mm gun. He took a round there from a Skoda T25, but it didn't penetrate because the armour's too thick for that 75mm to get through, unless of course it hits a weak spot. I think that T52 is trying to wonder what a heavy tank is doing up near the centre line, but I guess that Sly decided that if he came up here he could probably get some shots at the enemy heavies on the way to the town. Now, despite the fact that they built 8 of these, one of them with the ears you're seeing there, which is actually a range-finding device that enables the commander to work out exactly how far away the enemy is, those ears. Despite the fact that they made 8 of these, they didn't put them into full production. They were originally going to build 1,200 of them, and then they increased the order, and then they changed their minds at the end of the war that they weren't going to build any at all. As I said, it was actually designed specifically for use against the Tiger IIs, and he's just spotted an enemy tank, the M4A1 FL10 over there. Can he get a shot? No, don't think so. In fact, there's a T3485M over here. It's just killed our T3485. So it was actually designed to counter the German heavies, but never got a chance to see them in action and actually take them out. So in the end they were building it on the basis that they might have to deal with the Soviet heavies. We know where the enemy Arty is, or at least one of them, because he must be down by the beach, down by the water. Okay, T3485M's just round the corner and he's low on hit points. Nice hit, 318 low roll. And ouch, we just got hit in the tracks by the AMX-13F3, and he had to burn his repair kit, but he goes in for the ram and fires a shot in to finish the T3485 off. But he's got to get his tracks fixed, and he's lost his gun actually, or rather not lost his gun, it's been damaged. And I think it was damaged by that M44 hit. Yep, just got hit again, stunned again by Arty. So he can't fix that because he fixed his tracks. He's got a small repair kit instead of a large one. I think that's a bit of a problem with heavy tanks, is you really do need the full large repair kits. He managed to get a hit on the Black Prince there. Missed on his first attempt. Second attempt did manage to get it through the arch. This tank is not the most accurate at long range. In fact, the Tiger is a much more accurate tank with its 88mm gun than this one with the 105mm. It's going to try again. Nope, hit the arches. So he's backing in, and we've got a VK3601H to cover our flank. Okay. I noticed that Sly is actually using that very high situational awareness strategic view, where he goes up really high above the tank to actually see what's going on. I'm not sure I'd do it myself because it's a bit disconcerting trying to drive a tank when you're way up in the sky looking down on it. Nice hit on the M4A1 FL10. That's the one with the AMX-13 turret. And, oh, looks like the Black Prince is trying to cross the harbour. In fact, it looks like he's managed to get most of the way across. Our shot on the Tiger 131 is a little inaccurate, and he's just tracked us. I think he's trying to hold us in place, but the M4 makes a huge mistake, and he's out the game. You don't drive out the side scrape or reverse side scrape against this sort of tank at this range, because you will get taken out. He goes again for the Tiger. This time around he gets a hit, but where's that Black Prince gone? That's what I want to know. Yep, Tiger's tracked us again. And again, he didn't pen that time. And the Tiger's keeping us tracked. I think he must be doing so for a reason. And that's the reason. The Black Prince is in our side. And it looks like the BK's not doing a very good job at covering our flank. And we've just hit the tracks of that Black Prince. In fact, the BK seems to have lost most of his hit points. Go for the ram. Yep, he gets a ram and some damage. He's going to need a couple of shots though to kill the guy. Go for the cupola. Okay, does. Okay, engine. And he gets a hit on the engine. Low roll though. And he's still trying to fight this thing from above, which is a little odd. And he puts another round in, a high roll this time for 373. And he gets stunned. I think that was an enemy tank, or one of our own tanks actually, trying to help us. And the Skoda comes in. Oh, and he managed to get a 75mm round through us for 84. And our gun's damaged yet again. We're not doing too well. We're 3 tanks down on the enemy. They've still got 8 tanks, and we've only got 5 left on our team. And that includes 2 Arty. And the Skoda is proximity spotting us at this moment. We lost the BK during that encounter with the Black Prince. Yes, it's a bit disconcerting driving the thing from way up on high. I much prefer to be down low. We know the Tiger 131 is nearby, so's the Skoda. We just don't know where they are at the moment. And we're now down to just 4 members of our team left. We've got a P46 Biz, Sly, a GW Panther and a Hummel. And the enemy team, oh, they just got the P43. And it was the VK3601H got him. And here's the Skoda. Good night, Mr. Skoda. Yep, that's the power of the 105mm gun. It's really, really good at doing that sort of thing. Okay, the SU-100 has just dealt a blow by killing off our GW Panther, and I think he's about to kill off Hummel as well. Unless the enemy Arty gets him, because that's just an Arty shot. Oh, yeah, he just got taken out by the AMX-13F3, and there's another Arty shot coming in there. Now the T29, it means he's all alone against 6 enemy opponents. The T29 is a very big tank. Takes out the SU-100 one shot, which means the enemy Arty is going to be having a lot of fun firing rounds at us. And I just heard an Arty round. Yep, just got stunned. You hear that rumble in the distance and you see the whoosh and a round comes in. Tiger 131. Yep. Didn't get him. And we fixed the gun. He did manage to fix the gun. He can't fix his tracks at the moment. Has to wait for them to be fixed and pulls out. Now, where is that Tiger? And the RT fires again. And this time round they miss. Tiger must be around this corner. There he is. One shot in. We take a hit in the tracks. He seems to be liking knocking our tracks. I think he doesn't know where to place the shells in order to kill us. Another Arty round stuns us, but this time round the Tiger is out the game. And that means now it's just 4 enemy tanks against Sly. It's a VK3601H, a Lorraine 15550, an AMX13F3 and an M44. And I think one of the Arty rounds appeared to be coming from the other side of the battlefield. Ah, somebody was in the cap just a few seconds ago, set it off. And he's just found one of the enemy Arty. It's the AMX13F3, and he's the other side of the harbour wall. There is only the gun showing. The gun's not part of the hitbox, but it is a critical part of the tank. Yep, he did hit the gun, but he didn't get any hit points off it, so I think he's disabled that guy. Okay, pull back into cover. At least we know where one of the enemy Arty is. At any moment he might drive around the corner and be faced by a VK3601H. Now, despite the fact that that's a tier 6 German heavy tank, it could have the 88mm gun, and that's capable of doing 220 alpha. And he's just found the M44, puts one round in, snapshot, gets a hit, low roll 305. But the M44 knows we're here now, and he might try to shoot us the moment we come round, try and get a shotgun. He won't be able to kill us with one shot, but he might be able to disable us. And he does fire, but he actually hits the wall, and Sly doesn't miss at all, takes him out. So it's now 3 opponents. The AMX13F3, the Lorraine, and the VK. Just looking around, trying to keep that situational awareness working. Here comes the AMX. Doesn't miss this time. Well, he did miss the last time, actually. He hit the gun. And here's the VK. And he does get a hit on us for 199. That's one shot in. It's a high roll. We get stunned again from the Lorraine. And he is definitely the other side of the battlefield. That shot couldn't have hit us if he was the other side. Okay, pen him. That's it. Nice. Low roll 304. He can easily punch through his armour, but he does have that 88mm gun. And he did get one pen on us. One more shot to kill him. He's now being bullied. And go back to the garage. Thank you. Nice shots, but we're down to 282 hit points. No, I think actually the Lorraine is the other side of the battlefield, because that last shell came in. Yes, and he is, because we can see the tracer was coming from the other side. So he might have been the tank that was actually in the cap, or it was the VK. It was one of the two. And the Lorraine is capping, and that's a strategic error, because he could quite easily shoot at Sly from a distance, but he's now told us where he is. He's in the cap, and it's now just a matter of driving over there and killing him. But the thing is, he can still kill us if he can get a direct hit and a pen. If he uses the number 2 ammunition, he should be able to get enough damage to take us out of the game with 282. Any second now we're going to spot him. Here we go. There he is. Oh, he hits us bad for 266. And we lose virtually all of our hit points. Only got 16 left. He's coming in for the ram kill. He wants the kill. And Sly shuts him down to win the game. Very well done, Sly. 16 hit points left at the end of the game and no commander, but he wins the game and gets the collar ban off. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for SlyMeerkat in the T29. Not really surprising, it was so good. He actually had to carry his team across the finish line there, fighting against 6 enemy tanks all alone. He got a hand of gold for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. He got a bruise in the middle for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 11. a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Out of the epic medals, he got 3 very valuable ones. He got the Demetrius medal for killing 3 enemy SPGs in the game, taking out all of the enemy SPGs. He got the Kolobanov medal, the medal everyone would like to get for standing alone against at least 5 enemy, in this case it was 6, and defeating them all to win the game. And he also picked up a Pools medal, which in my view is probably even more valuable, for killing 10 enemy tanks, 2/3 of the enemy team, all on your own. And, well, not all on your own, because you can get a Pools if you've still got company, but he killed 2/3 of the enemy himself. He got a Steel Wall for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a High Caliber for dealing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and also a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He ended up with 10. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he stands. 6,311 hit points of damage. Nobody else was ever near him in terms of damage. The VK3601H did 1,956, and that's less than half. In fact, it's less than a third of the damage that Sly did. Third, yes, a third of it. 1,723 hit points of damage was the damage done by the Skoda, and so yes, quite a low amount compared to what Sly did. When it came to kills, he easily bested the others. 10 kills, the next highest scorer being, again, 1/3 of the amount that he did. That was the M44, the Skoda T29, both got 3 kills each. And the next highest score after that was the SU-100, who got 2 kills, along with the VK3601H and the SU-100. When it came to base XP, look at that XP, 2,161. That's a very, very high base XP score, which means this ace tanker is a really emphatic ace, because he was doing virtually all the damage that his team needed in order to win the game. And the next high score after that, well, that's the enemy team, actually. The T3485M did 593. And then we've got their SU-12244 on his own team with 552. So let's have a look at detail. He fired 36 rounds of ammunition in that game. Got 29 direct hits and 24 penetrations. 1 splash as well. 6,311 hit points. All of it that was done at close range. 33 hits received from the enemy, only 3 of which actually penetrated, 27 non-penetrations. A lot of those came from the Tiger 131, who was firing into his tracks to try and hold him in place and let other people damage him. 9 hits received from the enemy by way of splash damage. Yes, the Arty was focusing on him, and Arty do focus on T29s because they are a big target. They're easy to hit because they're very slow and they lumber around, and yeah, that's why they hit them. 4,950 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 4 enemy vehicles were spotted, 11 enemy vehicles were damaged, 10 were killed, and 56 hit points of damage assistance. He also earned 40 defense points when he hit the Lorraine 15550 and reset the cap. On a premium count, he earned 60,489 credits, got 27,220 from battle payments, a total of 117,954 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, still took away a profit of 63,119 credits for the game. 2,161 XP for the battle, 3,242 is what he took away. Yes, this was definitely more than an ace. This was beyond and above the Call of Duty, you might say, to do what he did. He really did carry his team over this one, and they all owe him a beer for this one for sure. And he probably played that game with a meerkat rubbling around in his lap, because he often plays the game and his meerkats tend to play around whilst he's playing, sitting on his lap and fighting each other. So very well done, Sly. Incredible game for a T29. Just goes to show how powerful this tank is in the right hands. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.